I'm gonna play a game, or make a parody, or maybe just a new video. It's Rivero. Let's play! What's going on, guys? Rivero here. Welcome to another episode of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time in Minecraft. We'll be continuing through Fire Temple. Here we have some more firewalls. One of the Gorons was mentioning this before. We can see that the firewalls are here before actually running into them, but if we do touch them, they will hurt us. Yeah, it's more of an instant thing, or it should have been. I don't know why the enemies aren't attacking. Basically, it's Silverfish, which gives it the knockback when they do attack you. But it doesn't seem to be quite as good as it should have been. Oh well. Oh yeah, there's firewalls here. I'm gonna risk going for these hearts just because I like to have them. Ouch, and we lost one. But we just want to go through here, and now we're at the door. I actually just realized there's another place over there that we want to go to eventually. Hopefully I don't forget. And once we're here, we can play the Ocarina of Time to get this time block to appear and remove one from there. This will be useful for later, but right now we don't have much of a use. So we'll continue on. We have some more pillars. That's a door. That's the door we want to go to eventually. It has the compass in it, which we do need. Well, we don't really need it, but it is good to have, so. And over here we have a gold pressure plate. It turns off the fire here. If we hurry, we will get to the other side before the fire comes back up. Boom, now we're just back. And we cannot go to the other side, so we are stuck over here. Which is actually kind of concerning, because if we didn't have the songs to teleport out, we would probably be soft-locked. Here's the door thing that falls over, if it will attack you if you're too close. And simply using bombs does destroy it. Here we have a mini-boss, one of two mini-bosses in this dungeon, a flare dancer. You can either use bombs or the hook shot to remove this guy's head from his body. He's very difficult to hit. He's the hitbox of a baby zombie, so... And those guys are always difficult to hit, so... And he has three different forms, blue, red, and green. Not in that order. And essentially we're just trying to take out as much of his health until he gets into his final form, which is basically the exact same thing. He doesn't have any differences other than just that to indicate how much health he actually has left. And this should kill him right here. Boom. Now that that is done, we can get onto this platform and ride it all the way up. This is similar to the other room with the Scarecrow song that we played, where we have some iron bars. The only difference is that everything's kind of mirrored, and there's a switch we have to hit here. And unlike the last room, where there was a gold rupee and Skulltula, this contains the item of the dungeon. We step on this gold pressure plate, it removes the fires from up there, and upon getting to the top and opening the chest, we get the Megaton Hammer. You found the Megaton Hammer. Use it to smash and break junk. It's so heavy you need two hands to swing it. So over here we have a block. If we left click it, as in breaking like a normal Minecraft block, it will break them. It's a cool little idea. Interesting fact, this is an iron axe of all things. You'd think I would have made it a pickaxe, but no, I don't really know why. I just thought it felt more... It felt right to make it an axe, considering it's the Megaton Hammer. I don't know. But anyways, we have some crates here. We've only actually seen these in Jabu Jabu, but we have another instance right here. And we throw it onto this pressure plate to open the door. But yeah, I don't know. I give the player a bunch of haste. That way it breaks like a normal pickaxe, but I could have just used a normal pickaxe. I really don't know. It just feels right. Am I wrong or am I right? Who knows? A door is hidden behind the statue to the entrance of this temple, but the Goron special crop won't work on it. Do you have anything stronger? Yes, we now have the Megaton Hammer. So this is actually the center pillar in the main room that they were talking about. And we are now back at the beginning. We move over to the main room again, and we will see the place that the one Goron was talking about right here. Open it up, use the key, open the door, and I just realized we forgot the compass in that one room, huh? Whoops. We'll go back to get that in a second. First we have a little dungeon, or enemy gauntlet here. We just have to kill the enemies to move forward. Fairly simple. All these enemies are pretty easy to hit. And the Megaton Hammer, I should mention, works similarly to the Master Sword. It doesn't do quite as much damage, but because of its attack... Oops. No! Because of the attacks it takes, or it does on the player, or on enemies, it's a lot faster, because it's like you don't have to wait for it to charge up like the sword does. So depending on the enemy, it's better to use those. For example, this guy. This guy's a really good use for the Megaton Hammer because you can spam attack him and know that each time you're giving full damage. If you were perfect at hitting him every time, then you'd probably rather use the sword, but I find it's just overall faster to use this. And last shot, and we'll be good. Spam click! Boom. Over here we have a chest with some bombs, and we have the dungeon key right in here. Open this door, and get the boss key. Oh, I see. Big Brother Darunia asks you to rescue me. I owe you big time. Please save Big Brother. Not yet. We need to go get the compass. It's more important than him. Alright, we're back in this main room where we dropped the pillar down. We will go over here and try to traverse our way through here without taking too much damage. Okay, that was pretty simple. And get the compass. This will help us find out whether we're missing any chests or not. Nope, we're not. So basically useless. If you've been following along with this, I wouldn't recommend the compass just because there's no point. I guess I should say just before we go into the dungeon, the compass is actually kind of cool. If you don't like want it, or it like feels like it's in the way and you want to keep the inventory space, just throwing it will remove it. And anytime you come back into this dungeon, it'll re-give the compass to you. But with that, we are ready to go into the boss room. Surrounded by lava, we jump to the middle. The back platform removes, and Volvagia appears. This is a sucky boss. It is not that great. It's really cool. I really like how all the segments like move around like this, but it's very like, you can see it like wiggles around like unnecessarily sometimes. That's just how Minecraft is. There's not much I can do about that. I did the best I could with it. Basically, Volvagia will pop out of these holes, and you just want to use the Megaton Hammer to attack him, and use the sword afterwards to give him another whack. He will appear out of these other spots after doing his first attack into phase 2. You want to be sure not to be in his breath because it's very painful. 3 hearts in attack. And yeah, if we can get to a point like this, we can just stand in the middle of him and not have to worry. And you can also use the hookshot on his head to deal damage. That is a good way for speedrunning strats because you can actually hit him on this next part right here and immediately kill him if you hit the hookshot on him enough times. Over here, we got him over here, and boom. Next attack he'll have is he'll go up to the ceiling and drop meteors. This part's pretty cool, but it's also very time consuming. It takes like a minute or so we'll just speed this up. Or I guess we'll just watch this part first. Meteor. There they go. And stay away from the meteors, obviously, and that's it. Unfortunately, arrows could technically damage this guy, but because of his other segments, they get in the way of the arrows and destroy the arrow before it can actually hurt him. So unfortunately, unlike the original game, arrows do not hurt this guy. Where's he gonna pop up? There he is. Hookshot is not what we want to use. There we go. And that is Volvagia. Not too bad. I wonder how many people have gotten confused by this and thought like the battle restarted, because it's a very similar cutscene to his death, or his reveal cutscene. Only difference is he is dead now. His head remains until it finally turns into the heart container. And we are done. Here we have a cutscene of Death Mountain. It looks like Death Mountain's about to erupt. But just before that, everything is back to normal. We saved the mountain from erupting and destroying all of Hyrule. Thank you, Big Brother. I really appreciate what you did. I thank you on behalf of the entire Goron race. You turned out to be a real man, just as I thought you would. By the way, I, the Wild Darunia, turned out to be the great Sage of Fire. Isn't that funny, brother? Well, this must be what they call destiny. Nothing has made me happier than helping you seal the evil here. Hey brother, take this. This is a medallion that contains the power of the fire spirits and my friendship. You received the fire medallion. Darunia awakens as a sage and adds his power to yours. This is a cool medallion. I like this one. Don't forget, now you and I are true brothers. And that is the fire temple. We still have quite a bit of time left, so we'll be doing a few things real quick before we finish off today. First, we will go back to a child. I think last time I said I didn't think we'd be turning into a child anytime soon, but I guess that was a lie, so here we are back as a child, and we will go to the Borloro, a fire, Borloro, and use one of our magic beans. As well as use our bottled bug, and get another Skulltula. How are we on Skulltulas? Let's find out. 51. We are ready to go turn in and get all our prizes. Whether you're an adult or child, you can go back to the Gold Skulltula area and save them, basically. That's kind of an interesting thing, honestly. Like, you wouldn't think... You could either save the Gold Skulltula family either now or 7 years from now. Kind of a upsetting thing. But once we use that bean splat to ride up here, we can get another heart piece right up here. Oh, okay. I was like, this seems like you could just get stuck, but no, I put a barrier up there, fortunately. So we are good. Hey, we made the jump. Nice. Next up, over here, we have some rocks that can only be broken by the Megaton Hammer. If we break this here, we will have a great fairy fountain. And this fairy over here... Welcome, Rivero. I am the great fairy of wisdom. I will grant you an enchantment to your magic power. Receive it now. Your magic Peter is enhanced. So we now have double the magic. We used to have 12 levels, but now we have 24. Your magic power has been enhanced. You now have twice as much magic power. Maybe I shouldn't have explained it before she did. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. And that is it. We will never see you again, once again, because you were in a terrible location to come back to see you. Break this rock here, and now we can go up to this area, which is basically where the top of Death Mountain is. Though I don't believe there's really anything up here. It is faster, though, because there is another Gold Skulltula just down here. Yeah, there's nothing up here that we need. But right in this rock here, there is another Gold Skulltula. Break it, and reveal it. Boom. There's one more that we'll collect, which is over by the bomb flower, which is what we use to break open Dodongo's cavern. Right over here, the bomb is no longer here, but what we do have is a rock with another Gold Skulltula. And I think that is all for Death Mountain for the time being, so let's head back to Kakariko and return all the tokens that we have gotten. Here's the house, we enter, and let's talk to all these guys. I don't know what they give exactly. Okay, this person gives bomb shoes, which is actually interesting. We have not received bomb shoes until now. Everyone is back to normal, you've already gotten the prize, and the piece of heart. And that is all of the rewards that we can get from these people, aside from the last guy here. Thank you for saving my kids. What? Me? Oh, that's okay. You've already destroyed 54 spiders of the curse so far. So, that's fine. Don't worry about me. I feel kind of bad for this guy. This is like the nicest guy of all of them. These guys are just happy to be alive, but this guy's like, oh, I'm glad all the other guys are alive. But yes, getting all 100 will save this guy, and he'll give us a wonderful reward that's totally not worth it at all. Just to make sure, because I don't think we got this Skulltula either, if we come up onto this roof and over here, there we go, and play the Song of Sun, there's another Skulltula here. As far as I know, I think that's all the Skulltulas in this area. If we forget, though, we will be coming back. So sorry about that in advance. But I think that is all we are doing for today. So next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time in Minecraft, we'll be searching for the next medallion. See you guys then.